Hammerfest in the UK in the recent years. I think we rolled in very late, but it was kind of a clusterfuck. But we got it together and went out there and did our thing. But you know, you never want to screw up live, you know, playing the songs. But it happens, I guess, sometimes.
Late for a show. I have screwed up a few shows, so with that in mind, I rather come late.
If I have nightmares about shows, it's never about the show, it's always about never arriving. I'm always on my way and I forget things or I can't find it, and so in my nightmare scenario that's the worst, but in reality I guess I'd rather be late than actually screw up.
Tour. I mean, recording is cool too. I love it, but it makes me more. It's more stress, makes you more tired. I'm after like two months recording or 3 months recording album new song, because you have to be focused on what's going on every second. It's very hard work to be in the studio and preparing new songs, mixing it all together. And tour is kind of vacation for me.
On tour, the studio's terrible.
Really?
Oh yeah. Long days of listening to the same songs over and over and over again. It's very wearing on you, and I don't know, being on tour is cool. You get to play to a bunch of people that love your band.
Tour. It's just basically everything that this band's about. It's about playing live and just moving from place to another, and that's pretty much what I'm all about as a person too. I mean, I just like to move around, and if I stay still, I just go crazy, like for real.
I guess on tour, but to be honest, the combination of both keeps it interesting. I wouldn't always want to tour, always want to be in the studio.
The duality of my life is studio and on tour. I'm a producer. I own a recording studio in the States, and that's my job when I'm not on tour. So I don't know. I look at a band live on stage. You really see what they're made of. You know, you see that it's like we turn ourselves inside out. That's what it's all about for me. So I would go with I'd rather be on stage.
Wrote it. I mean, were you kidding me? Like, I'd rather like hang myself than be a tour manager.
Probably wrote it.
I think I would rather just be like a guitar tech than a tour manager. A tour manager, he has more of a chance of getting yelled at and taking more abuse than, say, like a guitar tech or a drum tech. Too much responsibility on his end.
I think my skills would have been better as a TM than a roadie, for sure.
Oh, or a technician or roadie. I don't envy the tour managers.
Roadie.
That's easy kiss.
Well, I believe Iron Maiden would be a challenge, but also at the same time, as it is now, I think more laid back than it was back in the day, because now, you know, yeah.
Roadie for, well, I don't know, from Metallica.
I guess I'd like to tour with Skunk and Nancy or something. I think Skid is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. That would probably be... Who's got like the least amount of people? Like, that with 3 guys. Okay, that would be like Stray Cats in the 80s.
To believe this is all you get when you start talking to
Vinyl.
Are you a vinyl fan?
I am. Vinyl's the coolest.
Well, I cannot deny the sound of a great sounding vinyl, so yeah.
Vinyl.
Well, vinyl. Totally.
Vinyl forever. you can hold it. It sounds better. The low end of vinyl is just awesome. And it's if you don't take care of it, it sucks. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just something about growing up holding a record. You know, I remember our first CD that we made was like one of the first CDs that came out in 1990. And I was a little kid, but I had Kiss records and Zeppelin records and my father and Black Sabbath records that were from a different generation that you could hold and look at the artwork and be like, wow, and listen to the music. You don't have that. It's gone. You know, you had it in a smaller version with CDs, but then with digital, it's gone. You know, and nobody really looks at the iTunes booklet that comes, you know, and it's not the same.